Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. This time I'm going to show you a project that I had to make for design team back I think near the end of 2009, I think in December. It was a calendar that I had to make, and I can't even tell you who the calendar was by. I want to say Making Memories, but I'm not sure. And I had to use the paper line by Cosmo Cricket called Early Bird. And so this is what I made. So this is the calendar. In the calendar I put recipes, and for the front I just used different strips of all the papers and layered them. And the reason I had to do that is because I ran out of paper at the end and I just had strips left from each page. So that's the idea I came up with for the cover, and then I just added some of the chipboard embellishments and a button, and then it's called Made with 100% Pure Love. And then these two are from the collection. Each page I just have a favorite family recipe. I didn't, when I made this, I didn't really know who I was going to make it for, whether it was going to be for myself or who. So on this page I just used the cutouts, and it just says what's for dinner. And then this is a recipe called baked potato soup that we really like. It tastes like the baked potato soup at Tony Roma. And then I just glimmer misted a flourish out of flour with a button. I kept it fairly simple. Inked the edges of the recipe and just punched out the border with a Fiskars punch. And then I didn't date it because I didn't know when I would get it back, so that was kind of a good thing because I didn't get it back till I think the end of January or February. So on this page I put in a cheesecake recipe that you only need one package of cream cheese for, so that's always a good thing. It's a lot cheaper to make. And then I just stitched the corner of the tag onto the paper, added another chipboard element, and that was about all I did. Oh, and then added a little punch here, the file folder punch, I guess you'd call it, at the top. Sorry, this is hard to video when it's a big item like this. I don't know, I'm probably not doing a very good job, but it's the best I can do because I don't want to have to hold the video camera. This recipe is called Tangy Barbecue Sandwiches, and it's a shredded beef that you put in it's shredded beef. You just put it in the slow cooker and slow cook it for a long time and then shred it with some forks. It's really good on buns. And then I just cut out another piece of one of the cards and added these 3 chipboard elements, and then punched the bottom and added a sticker from the collection along the bottom. The papers were really pretty in this. So, you know, you don't have to do a lot of embellishing, and you can't really do a lot of embellishing on a calendar because, you know, it gets too heavy and then you can't hang it. This is a recipe I've made up myself. It's called scoreboard cake. It is so yummy. And then I just added a stick pin here and ran some ribbon across the page, and then took one of those wooden, I think they're from Kaiser, and I believe I glimmer misted it and then added a button with some floss through it. The next page is cinnamon buns that you can make from Pillsbury, or not Pillsbury, frozen bun dough. Put it in a bun pan and leave it overnight, and it tastes just like homemade from scratch cinnamon buns. It's so yummy. Another chipboard piece that I just inked the edges of. I used my Stampin' Up spiral punch on the side, added a pin here. I believe that is from Fancy Pants, and some ribbon I stapled along the side, and then the bird with the little music notes coming out of his mouth. And this recipe is called Szechuan chicken salad. It's really yummy too. It's got a bit of a spice to it. And then I used a ribbon clasp with some ribbon and rickrack through it, and then some snaps here, Tim Holtz snaps I glued on, and then another chipboard piece, and then I just cut out a strip that says, "Hey, good looking, what you got cooking," for the bottom. The next page is quick oat cookies. They're just an oatmeal cookie recipe that I really like. Kids like too. And then just cut another strip, put it along the bottom. A piece that I cut out from the paper and 3D'd it. And just a ring of bling. I got this at Joann's when I was there this summer. Cut out a little card from the paper, put a paper clip with some ribbon on it, and just inked the edges of it. The next page is overnight pea salad. It's just a layered lettuce salad that we really like. You put it in the fridge overnight, it tastes really good the next day. It's just another tab. I inked it and stapled it on, did some stitching along there, added some sort of clasp here with a velvet brad on it and some ribbon, a button in the middle of this flower with some floss, and inked the edges and distressed them, and then just a little bit of the border sticker I put there. I actually bought an extra kit of this paper, or collection of this paper, because I really liked it a lot. Thought this would be a great maybe Christmas gift for next year. This is a chicken and rice casserole that I make with chicken breasts. It's really good. With Campbell's soup and stuff and rice. And then I just border punched it again, inked it, ribbon across. Another chipboard accent with a flower, and stapled the ribbon on. And that was about it for that page. This album, or this calendar, gets fairly heavy when you start adding a lot of stuff to it, and really bulky, so I tried not to make it too thick with embellishments. This is a awesome hamburger soup recipe called Hamburger Florentine. It has spinach in it. Just some ribbon clasp with ribbon, some snaps again, strip across the bottom, and another chipboard piece. And then this page is a hash brown casserole. It's really good, but it's very fattening. It's so yummy though. This another one I cut out and 3D'd called, says just for you, and then another of those tags with just some ribbon and on a paper clip, and then another ring of bling. I kind of did the same theme on most pages, the same layout, I guess you would say. And then the final page is this recipe is turkey vegetable soup. It's my favorite recipe for making turkey soup. And just a brad here run through the ribbon clasp, put some ribbon on it. Another cutout, distressed and inked. And then another more stitching in another file folder at the top, stapled. So that is my calendar that I did for design team. And then on the edges I just added some ribbons on the spiral binding. So I hope you like my calendar. Thanks for watching. Take care and have an awesome day. Bye for now.